Welcome to Transparent Patch. Yes, in this presentation I'm going to demonstrate the new capabilities of the Patch tool in Photoshop CS. Let's get started with this fine diagrammatic image which is going to prove my point. Moving over here to the toolbar, I'm clicking and holding on the Healing Brush tool, thus revealing the Patch tool. I select the Patch tool like that. Now, notice up here in the options bar there's something new. It's called Transparent. I'm going to first do this without transparency selected. I'm moving down here into my work area. I'm going to lasso this grid, as you see here, by encircling it with the Patch tool. Then moving my cursor inside the selected region, I can click and drag this up here to this destination location. I'm going to let go. Now, as it calculates this, you will see here that it's trying to blend this image into the background image below it. It's pulling the red in from the right and this square in from the left. Now, let's undo this, Command Z or Control Z, and let's try this again, but moving up here to the options bar, I'm going to select Transparent. Why, that's amazing. Now, moving back down here into my work area, I'm going to again click inside the selected region and drag it up here over these two images. Then let go. Now, this is quite interesting. Take a look. It has moved this design up and blended it on top of the other two designs as if the white were transparent. It's almost as if you were using an adjustment mode on a layer. Yes, that's right. This is very similar to a multiply adjustment mode that you can set from your layers palette. It is not exactly the same, but it is similar. So keep that in mind when working with Transparent as an option when blending images together with the Patch tool. Now let's try something else. What happens if you take some colored circles, as you see here, and we try moving those up here on top of this red square? Aha! It does not transfer the colors because it is blending the two together with a multiply-like mode, so these colors are blending into the red. Let's try something else. Let's move that same set of circles over here to our grid. Now that works quite nicely because it's blending into this design and not having to interact with a secondary color. So multiplying these over this black grid is working quite nicely. So think of the options you'd have available to you when using this new feature. Now, what can we use this for in the practical world of design and Photoshop? Well, it just so happens I happen to have an example here, balloon fish. In this project, we're going to move this goldfish into that balloon. You're saying to yourself, why, that's impossible. You cannot get that goldfish inside that balloon. But yes, you can. You can do this with the Patch tool set to Transparent. I'm going to make a selection of the goldfish, as you see here. With the Patch tool, select this and drag it over the balloon. The magic of the Patch tool, set to Transparent, will blend these two together to look like this. It's pretty darn amazing. Except for one thing, the area outside the balloon is still visible. In this project, I want to show you how to get rid of that and make this look more realistic. I'm going to go back to the beginning, as you see here, and let's start this project over again and create a new layer. Let's go over here to the Layers palette and duplicate the background layer by clicking and holding on that layer and dragging it down here to the base of the Layers palette to duplicate it. That's step number one. My goal is to create a mask around the balloon so I only see the area of the fishbowl that I want to see, the area that is inside the balloon. To do that, simply, I've created this second layer. Then I'm going to turn off the visibility of my base background layer here from the Layers palette. With the background copy selected, I'm going to move over here and select here my Magic Eraser tool. I select that by going to the Standard Eraser tool, clicking and holding, and then moving out and selecting the Magic Eraser tool. My tolerance is set to 70 for this project, with anti-aliased and contiguous. I'm then going to click inside the red region of the balloon, which will erase it. I'm making multiple clicks to get rid of the different shades of red. That looks pretty good. We instantly have a really nice window into our balloon, like a mask. Now if I turn back on the base layer, watch what happens. The balloon appears again through that little window. So now, let's target the background image again, select our patch tool here, load that selection back in again, and this time watch what happens. As I move this up and into position, I can easily position this where I want, just like that. Then let go, and again it will blend it into position, but that second layer we created hides the outside region beyond the borders of the balloon, thus giving me this really nice technique of the magic fish inside of the balloon. So there you have it. Some interesting things about the new patch tool when set to transparent, and then an incredible way to use this when combining two transparent objects like a fishbowl and a balloon. Give this technique a try on some of your projects.